Many times when helping people relocate here to Kitchener-Waterloo, if they are from Toronto, I get asked the question, well, why don't I just move to Hamilton? It's closer to Toronto. I like it better there. It's on the lake. Well, in today's video, we're going to go through 10 different categories here and rank them and give out a score and see which city is better for you. Now, let's get into number one here, which is the location. Now, Hamilton has the ideal location, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion, because it is located on the lake, right? And you are located a little bit closer to Toronto than you are in Kitchener-Waterloo. Also, the natural landscape of Hamilton, Ontario is absolutely beautiful as it runs right through the Niagara Escarpment. This Niagara Escarpment to locals is referred to as the mountain, and now the mountain is absolutely gorgeous. Another fun fact is Hamilton, Ontario is known as the waterfall capital of the world for the sheer amount of waterfalls that they have. So in this category, let's give the point to Hamilton, Ontario. Now, the second thing we're going to look at is the economy and job market. And in this category, Kitchener-Waterloo is better than Hamilton. I'll be honest with you guys, just look at the median household incomes. In the city of Hamilton, the median income was a measly $90,207. In Kitchener, it was $102,437. And in Waterloo, there was nearly a $30,000 difference in the median household income, with $127,808 earned per family. As well as the general economy seems to be better here in Kitchener, as we have a thriving tech industry which employs thousands of people within the Waterloo region. Now, the third thing you might consider is, what is the cost of living compared between Kitchener-Waterloo and Hamilton? Well, they're relatively the same. With an income of $6,600, you would need an equivalent income of $6,700 to have the same lifestyle as you would in Kitchener-Waterloo. But this does not take into account the cost of real estate. And in regards to real estate, Kitchener-Waterloo is more expensive than Hamilton. So in this category, I'll give the point to Hamilton. Now that brings me on to number 4 here, real estate. My specialty of mine being a local real estate agent here in Kitchener-Waterloo. Now, it is in fact true that Kitchener-Waterloo is more expensive than Hamilton. Looking at the stats for June 2023, we can see that Hamilton, Ontario, the average price for a residential property in the city was $735,000. In the city of Kitchener, it was just a hair over $788,000. And in Waterloo, the average price was just over $846,000. So the winner is clear in this category. Kitchener-Waterloo is the loser and Hamilton is the victor. Now, infrastructure and transportation. Now, both systems are your stereotypical North American cities, very spread out, very suburban-like. But surprisingly, Hamilton, Ontario is a little bit more walkable than Kitchener-Waterloo. Looking at the walk scores, Hamilton, Ontario ranks 50 out of 100, Kitchener ranks 45 out of 100, and Waterloo ranks 41 out of 100. But looking at the hours lost due to traffic, the hours lost due to traffic in the city of Hamilton was 120 hours. And in Kitchener-Waterloo, it was 97 hours. This is a 23-hour difference, a full day lost due to traffic. And in this category, we're gonna have to give the point to Kitchener-Waterloo as the most frequent used method of transportation within Kitchener-Waterloo and Hamilton is, in fact, the car. Now let's get into the healthcare here. Both cities have pretty good healthcare systems. They're both relatively similar in terms of scope and size, as well as the wait times and emergency room wait times. So in this category, we'll give it a tie. Now, education, this one is a very tough one to select, and it's not as clear and cut as I thought it was before writing the script on this video. But in fact, we'll look at the universities of both Kitchener-Waterloo versus Hamilton. Now, in Kitchener-Waterloo, you do have the University of Waterloo and Wilfrid Laurier University. The University of Waterloo ranks number 8 in Canada. Wilfrid Laurier ranks number 29 in Canada. Now, looking at the city of Hamilton, you have the excellent McMaster University, which ranks number 5. McMaster is well known for engineering, medical, and business schools. But in this category, due to the fact that Kitchener-Waterloo is in fact smaller than Hamilton, it's a smaller city, so on a per capita basis, you're going to have a better choice of schools living in Kitchener-Waterloo. So we'll give the point here to Kitchener-Waterloo. Now, which city is more fun? I think this was a dead giveaway. I think Hamilton is definitely more fun. Hamilton is a beautiful city from a nature perspective, with places like Dundurn Castle, which is an excellent place to spend some time, beautiful historical site, as well as the numerous amount of waterfalls that they have within Hamilton, being dubbed the waterfall capital of the world, with over 100 waterfalls within Hamilton, Ontario. One being Devil's Punch Bowl, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a work of art made by God himself. So in this category, I'm gonna have to give the point to Hamilton, not to mention that you are located on the water. Now, safety. Again, Hamilton is actually safer than Kitchener-Waterloo. Looking at the crime severity index, Hamilton, Ontario ranked 67.1. Kitchener-Waterloo ranked 79.4. So the point here, it's obvious. Hamilton is a little bit safer, but a fun little fact is Kitchener-Waterloo had the lowest homicide rate in 2021 in all of Canada. And number 10 here is the future growth potential. Now, what do these cities really have to offer to its citizens? Where do they really differ? And I think in this case, they are definitely different cities. I think Hamilton is an offshoot of the greater Toronto area at this point. They just kind of blend into there. If you can't afford to live in Burlington or Oakville, which are extremely expensive, you move over to Hamilton and buy to Hamilton. Maybe you'll commute to Burlington or Oakville. Where Kitchener-Waterloo is standalone, right? We're not located in the GTA. We're pretty far from there. We do have the Green Belt, which is in between Kitchener-Waterloo and Milton, Ontario. And the very fact that, we are a hub. We are definitely different from most other cities in Canada. We have the LRT. We have this incredible tech industry. We are building the tallest towers within Canada, outside of Toronto and outside of the other major cities like Calgary and Vancouver and Montreal. They're right here. We're fourth. We're fifth in terms of the way forward. And I think in the future, if you are investing not only into your life, but also into real estate itself, I think you're better off investing your money here in Kitchener-Waterloo and creating a life here.